the weather outside is bullshit. So the MX-5 is not fixed. 'Cause if you've no garage to go, progress is slow. Progress is slow.
Is that your new song?
That's how we're starting today.
Back at it again with Top of the Pops.
So the MX-5's not fixed. Welcome back to the Dusty Boys podcast.
Welcome.
Episode 6.
Six under the bag.
One more. Two more.
Two
We
more.
don't know how today's going to go yet, some. One more to the special episode 7. Then that's it. I reckon we can call ourselves podcasters after that.
That's it. Retire that.
Yeah.
Done.
See it. So yeah, MX-5. Still broken. It's not broken.
It's a work in progress.
It's a bit poorly. bit poorly.
Just want some TLC and Cowpole.
That me last week. Fucked.
Death.
No, I'm gathering little bits and pieces. Gathering all the bits, and then probably next weekend, so smash it out. I've got all my gaskets and hardware at home. Ordered them, got them sorted. I'm getting a legitimate dipstick drain made from G19 Engineering. Shout out. Thank you very much. They're out of stock, but the nice gentleman is going to make one.
Lovely guy.
So that's going to help, because have you seen the one that me and my dad bodged?
I've seen the concoction. Aye.
You know what I mean? Kids play with Lego. And it's just like all different bits.
It's like them things you used to get in doctor's waiting room where it's just like, works like Lego. It's just like, it like the cubes you got in maths. You just build it. Just like.
Mega blocks.
It's just like, you done?
Yeah, it's a bit funny. I'll show it in a video when I'm sorting it all out. So we're going to get that done. And then once it's all back together, we're going to find this air leak. Button that up, city. It's going to run good. And then we're going to get the coilies in. It's going to drive good.
Main thing in it, them back coilovers are, they're gone. They went home a long time ago.
So funny. I'm going to film a video this weekend and explain all this in the video, but I'm going to show these coilovers and how horrendous they are. I don't know which ones to go for though, because the options are BCs.
They're the go-to thing. Right?
Yeah. HSDs, and then there's the dual tech HSDs, or there's the Mono Pro HSDs. The Mono Pros are the better ones, but they're the more expensive ones. And if I'm going for Mono Pros, do I just go for BCs? Because there's not much in them. It's a bit of a minefield.
That's the thing in it. You always same again. You don't want to buy cheap again and end up in buying cheap twice. But you don't want to spaff.
Me buying these cheap 200 quid budget coilovers has served the purpose that I wanted them for.
Yeah, you know them now.
Yeah, if I'd have jumped in and got Mono Pros or BCs, yeah, they're not top of the range. There is more expensive ones out there, but they're expensive, 700-800 quid. It's a lot of money. I wouldn't have appreciated them. No. I wouldn't know where my money is.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Fuck's sake, I could have got 200 quid as you
exactly.
Save myself.
But now I've experienced these and their fucking shelf life, which is apparently, I don't know, 3,000 miles or something, not even that.
Not as much as an Asda yogurt.
They've been up 6 months. The car off the road for free.
It hasn't drove it. I could understand if you got it out, sent it everywhere.
Yeah, tracking it and shit.
But it's literally like...
It's hardly moved.
It's maybe just like, fuck. Nope.
Oh, you wanted to use your car? Oh, you're going to need more than us, mate. You're going to need more than this. So yeah, they've done exactly what I wanted them to do, because now when I get more expensive coilovers, I'm going to appreciate them. I'm going to know why people spend more money on them. So they don't break their back. But they started off, I was impressed with them at first.
Yeah. They weren't bad, were they?
No.
The only thing that got me, they were slightly different to like every other one. You could see like the bottom of the shaft spun up.
Yeah.
It was like these ones were like threaded.
Yeah, the collars.
Yeah, it was like, probably not say cheaper med, but like
they definitely were. They're 200 quid.
Yeah, there were definitely some differences compared to the bigger names that were out there. So obviously the quality and shelf life, as you say, was not there.
Fucking shit. Disgusting. Cheese has a longer date on it than fucking them coilovers. Fuck me. Milk as long as the fucking expiry date on.
Milk left open in the sun in Africa.
But nah, it's a learning experience, isn't it?
Yeah. I say it's done your purpose, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You've had them, you know them. You're not going to go back.
No, it's a bit like TJ Hunt when he built his 350 drift car. Remember that?
Yeah.
And everyone were telling him, "Oh, you don't need that. You don't know how to drift and all this shit." And it kind of makes sense. Like it's a bit overkill.
Yeah.
I didn't need to get the most expensive coilovers I could find because I'd never experienced them. What's the point? I always compare it to like wine tasting.
Yeah.
If you've got two different wines in front of you, and someone who's into wine and wine tasting, they'll taste one and go, "Oh yes, it's got this," and then the other one, "Oh yes, this is very different." And then to me, they're both red wine.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I can't tell any difference. So that's why I wanted to start at the bottom, work my way up.
Best way.
Makes sense to me. So yeah, that's what's going to be going on with the car. That's just why did I do it? I'm not getting into it.
It was a moment of weakness.
I'm not, even though like it's immobilised again. I feel good about it. Like I'm not arsed.
Let's get a gazebo up.
Yeah, upside house. Fuck 'em.
A couple of sandbags on the floor, it's just blown over. Bit of sheeting up. We used to have a big one.
I'm gonna take the blow off valve off because I've never trusted it.
No.
And I know it's like a copy one. It's TIAL. It's like a copy one of them, which are quite expensive.
Yeah.
But ever since we put it on, I was like, is this how it should
questionable.
be? Yes, and I'd never liked it with like the vacuum line set up and stuff, so I'm just going to get rid of that. So I need to weld my intercooler pipe up.
Aluminium welding.
It's got a V-band on it. It got to have big oil in it. I thought, how can I bodge this? Should I just like stick a balloon on it? I thought, nah, probably best to get it welded up. So is that needs doing? This is all before like we're running again.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna redo all the part work just so I know it's on properly and seated right, and because if there is an air leak somewhere, I just want to cover all bases.
That's the thing. I don't think we've properly gone through everything.
No.
Because it's like it's been running. And it's like, oh, sick, it's running. It's like that's it. Yeah. I think it is good. I've never been a fan of the make sure you go back through everything. I'm like, I've done it once. I know it's time. But it's like
a lot of people said I should probably do the timing. They're probably right.
Psych.
Yeah.
It runs.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll have to see what it's like when we get it buttoned up. But I really hope it gets rid of this fucking air leak. Not air leak, the stalling issue.
Yeah.
If it is an air leak, I don't know. But I really hope it gets rid of it.
Takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? If you're going out for a drive and it's like the cutting out and you don't need it, do you?
No. So if this air leak investigation fails, I think I'm going to get in contact with the mapping people who mapped it.
Yeah, see if it's on their side.
I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to be like, oh, my car's not mapped right. No. Like, they helped me a lot when I was fucking doing it.
Yeah.
So if I have to pay for another session on it, fine. I just want it right, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the vacuum hose that's in it, that's another issue. The vacuum lines that we used is made out of, like, cheese or chocolate, something similar, you know. Don't take to eat very well, you know. So we're suspecting that when it gets hot under the engine bay and there's vacuum pressure in them, it's just like and just closing it up and blocking it off.
Yeah.
And it's been a fucking nightmare to try and find some decent vacuum hose, let me tell you. I've contacted like motorsport suppliers sort of thing. They apparently don't do it. Cool. Race cars mustn't have vacuum lines.
Pull them in up with some copper.
Yeah, fuck it, hard line it all. I've been like to your A1 motor stores, which is where we got the first lot from, so I was a bit like, so I didn't trust any of their shit. So I went to Halfords. They had some that felt quite decent, but it weren't the right size and it definitely weren't long enough. So it came in like a pre-cut length.
Yeah.
So for fuck's sake. So then it was a massive issue trying to get hold of it, which had the simplest solution. So there was a vacuum line on the turbo for the wastegate. When it got mapped, they replaced the cheesy hose with some decent stuff. And I'm like, I took this with me, like, round all the shops, and I'm trying to find some. I'm like, I need some of this. Where can I get this?
On a quest for vacuum lines.
And then after all these, like, failed searches, I thought, I should probably just ring up the people that put this on. And I rang them up, and he goes, oh, yeah, we've got a reel of it, just come down.
To the back somewhere.
So that's that sorted. So once I've gathered all the bits, it's going to be a good old sesh, making some good progress. I'm just hoping I don't have to take that downpipe off, because that will be very difficult, not on a ramp.
Yeah. That might be a towing round job or something.
Yeah, go round Richards with it.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I'd say jack it up, but I'm pretty sure we can't get a jack under it.
I can't wait to see how it boosts when the turbo's actually on.
How much boost you running? I don't really know. It loses quite a lot from the big hole.
You were fucking 3 out of 4, just loose, and then the 4th were finger tight.
I mean, all
what the fuck? I don't know how long it was like that for, but because it did it before we didn't we? And then we tightened it up, and then on the way home, I'm like, tell you what, boost well. It's all part of fun and games, isn't it?
So it goes back to this thing of checking stuff on it. I would never. I'm a very much one and done. It's on, get it out, it's done. But I say when everything's warming up, cooling down, moving about, and move out a bit more than they should.
Yeah, I've been told to use thread locker on them. I'm going to do it, but then I've also been told not to use thread locker on them because I'll never get it off again.
Yeah.
Well, because there's different grades, isn't there?
Yeah, there's some this will hold it. Then there's this is you're going to have to.
You need heat, and I don't want to be putting a blowtorch in engine bay, so I don't know. We'll have to see, but it'd be right. To be fair, I'm not fucking planning on taking it back off anyway. So
yeah, I say worst case there's always ways and means, isn't there? Heat, grinding. It's going to come out. It will.
Fuck everything, but it'll come out.
Gas axe.
Or did you want to keep your manifold?
We need the engine.
Which off?
Straight down.
Just cut the corner of the car off.
Plenty of room now.
Fluff in my face. Yeah. So that's the update on the 5.
Just get in there. Just get in there steadily.
Like I said, I'm feeling optimistic with it. Normally, I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake, you're really good.
I think this is, well, not optimum time because it's outside, but winter time it always gets you down on it. Building cars in winter, no one does it. No one wants to do it. It's cold, miserable.
It is the time to do it.
Yeah,
as we fucking, where's this shit coming from? Sorry, all your listeners. I'm getting like fucking fluff everywhere. Pretty sure it's inhaled. Where is it coming from?
Don't mind that. It's a bit of asbestos.
But yeah, as we found out last year when we decided to do the MX-5 through the summer, when all the shows are on.
Yeah, it turns out people do car shows in summer.
It were better working on it.
Yeah.
Like outside and shit. That was fun. But
I'll never forget that turbo day when it was like, I think like Paddy had like the thing on it and it was just
that carnival thing. Hot.
It was like, right, 10 minutes off. We need a break. It's too warm.
Might be too hot.
Might be. Really? Oh, geez.
Throwback.
Yeah, it's, like I say, it is the optimum time, and it's like I say, you're not missing out on too many shows at winter.
Nah. I'm just like, get done.
Dusty Boys winter show.
What do you mean?
That's not going to happen.
There's like a cool name on like the tip of my tongue. Like a punny. No, it's not happening.
It's gone.
It's not happening. Yeah, why don't people do? Probably because it rains. Probably because it's freezing. Probably because everyone's building the cars. That's probably why no one does a show in winter.
It's probably some good legitimate reasons.
Yeah, we'll scratch that. I'm trying to get more into Christmas spirit this year, me.
I'm not a Christmas guy.
Neither am I, but I thought, you know what? Fuck it. There's got to be something about it. Everyone loves it. So I thought I'm going to consciously make an effort this year to try and get into the Christmas spirit. I know it's only mid-November.
This is late to these folk. August they're starting.
Fucking daft, innit? Easter's done with, Christmas decks out.
It's like, we've got the scary ones coming up. Get them chocolate Santas on that shelf now.
Yeah, I went to Christmas markets in Manchester. I mean, I don't get them. I don't understand them.
Did you see the same thing 3 times?
I'll tell you what I saw. I saw a lot of cheese and I saw a lot of sausage. That's about it.
Some
and a lot of fucking people. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
There's no need.
Far too many people.
No need.
I'll tell you what else I did see, which was... It was weird because it was reassuring yet extremely worrying at the same time. There were 2 coppers with big fucking guns.
Yeah.
Big guns. Like, oh, good. That makes me feel... Wait, why are they here? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, oh, I'm not sure how I feel about this. And then I started thinking about it even more, and my mind just went west. And I was like, well, if something does happen, like, all these people, them guns are fucking useless because they're just going to end up mowing down the fucking crowd. So they're not going to use them. So we're all just fucked. I need to go now.
I went to Canada last year before. We went to Notre Dame, big cathedral, you know.
Ah, yeah.
Big tourist place. Everywhere you go, there's just like big assault rifles and stuff. And also, want to say something, Canadian horses, they're giants. Like...
What are you feeding them?
Miracle Grow, apparently. They're like shoulder length. A horse is. I'm not up on my horse anatomy, but I'm gonna call it a shoulder, not top of leggy. Like my head's a good foot under that.
You're how tall are you? 6'2". 6'2".
Yeah. These are 7 and above big boys. Huge things.
Normal horses scare me. They're just too big. Like the faces are too big. Same with cows. Freak me out.
But cows are numb though. Canal. You want to go on there and say like, fuck, it's a human, run. And they're like, you give it about 5 seconds, like, fuck, what's it? It's a human. Barry, come on. The most docile.
They are, but they scare. It's the black eyes, man, that are just like, just monkeys.
You belong on a bun.
Same with my cousin's deathly afraid of sheep. Like, he's genuinely scared of them, like, properly. I don't know why. It's probably the eyes thing. I mean, I get that. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, cows and horses, they're just too big.
Yeah.
There's too much of it.
Stop them.
It's just, oh, God. Nope.
For Christmas.
It's a genuine... I'm going to probably make myself sound like a fucking idiot right now. But I have this fear, and it is a genuine thing, right? Before you chirple. It's the fear of big things. It's called megalophobia. No shit. And it's not like scared, like, run away. It's not like scared. It just gives you like weird anxiety.
Yeah.
And just makes you feel like sick. Do you know, like the windmills, wind farms?
Yeah.
Can't do them. Can't look at them. Because they're just too big. It's just scarily big. Big ships, ferries, can't look at them. Big tall buildings, can't look at them. Big warehouses, you know, the massive warehouses, freak me out. It's weird.
I never knew, like, we've got a windmill farm that last couple of years ago got built, and they brought, like, the big Arctic trailers, and I mean, big.
Yeah, I've seen for the blades and stuff. I've seen them.
It was like, they were bringing, I don't know if it was like the main bit of it or the blade or whatever, but it was huge, like, it was... I'm not even going to go into how many wheels. It was like taking like the full road up. It was huge. I've never. You just see them, you're like, oh, they're pretty big. You see them on the floor. It's
fucking weird, isn't it? I can't. It makes me feel a bit sick just thinking about it. To be honest, it's weird. Never been able to explain it, but I do not like big things. Not one bit. Yeah, I'm just thinking, oh, God. It's proper minging. Like these fucking people. Oh, I'm scared of holes. Oh, poor you. What if a skyscraper falls on your head? No, it's not that kind of fear. I don't know, it just books me out.
Yeah, they're not normal.
How are you, like, shit, how's that floating?
Tell you what.
How did they make that? It's just too big that my mind just can't comprehend it. I think it's something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, no.
Like when you do, like, these big, massive, like China and stuff, these big skyscrapers that are like, they're already hundreds of stories high. Just got like a little mini digger and stuff chilling on top of it. How was it getting... Oh, we're just craning it up there. You're cutting about on a little... I better get on this, I've got 6 metres by 6 metres to play with, otherwise it's sudden death. Nope.
No thanks. And it's not heights. No. That's not what it is. That's not what freaks me out. Because like I said, massive warehouses that are just far too big. It's just like, it's too vast. Yeah. Do you know what? It's weird, it's strange. I don't know. It's just weird. I just really don't like big things. It just make me feel weird. Honestly, that's what it's like. It's just like, fuck big things, bro. Fuck them. Hate your car, me. That's why I bought an MX-5. Oh God. Anyway, what's new this week? Anyway, come
on. I've seen a little thing that's been trotting about, the land speed records.
Aye.
You know, these like mega
jet fucking yeah.
Like, let's just have a gander and see how fast we can go. One called the Bloodhound.
I've seen this knocking a bait.
They've basically they developed it for. They basically just went, we want 1,000 mile an hour.
Why not?
We just want to knock that out.
Why not?
So building happened, and we'll do a few test runs, and it's the same guy. I think, I believe Andy Green. I think.
Andy Green.
British guy. May be wrong about the name. I'm pretty sure it's that. He's been out. I think they did it in South Africa. They've been testing. So they've loaded the car up with numerous sensors and stuff. Like we need to know drag and when you're doing 1,000 mile an hour. And this Andy bloke is the previous world record.
The thrust SSC or something. Scary looking thing that.
I think that was 730 something. 700.
It's in the sevens.
Yeah, it's in the sevens.
Ridiculous.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Imagine that going past you. Just imagine what that looks like. You can't. You just can't.
By the time you thought about it, it's already
a mile away.
Yeah, it's gone. Do you hear something? CD.
Just and yeah, I've saw a thing on it where the old record was this thrust SSC, scary looking motherfucker, and it's the same guy that's going for it. It's like, just chill, dude. You've already got it.
We've got to go back. I want to go faster. But yeah, it's like I mean, I've done some stuff in my life. If I've done 700 mile an hour, I'd probably be like,
I'd be happy with that, me.
Pretty alright with that, me.
You could literally go anywhere and go, what's fastest you've ever drove, bro? And you'd be like, fucking 180 on autobahn. That's cute. That's fucking cute. That's cute. Do you know that the land speed record thing? Yeah, that's me. That's me.
I did that.
I mean, I want to brag. But...
just 700, bro. 700.
This is awkward.
Yeah, I've got some numbers here
of the new thing.
Of the new.
So this new car, the Bloodhound, is to overthrow.
It's basically
the thrust.
Yeah, that was cool. It was fast. We made something new and shiny. It's gonna basically they set out with before going we've got this and maybe we can get this. Like they started off with, we are hitting 1,000. 1,000 is happening.
It's fucking crazy, isn't it? Is any need?
This is not. So they did the testing run, and the testing run hit 628 miles an hour. Testing.
This is testing.
We'll just see how it goes. Then we'll come back and reevaluate.
Fucking mental. I read the article about this test, and an article and a video. Don't really matter. But the driver was saying that they were aiming for 600 that day. So, obviously, with a car like that that's going that fast, just unthinkably fast.
Yeah.
You can't comprehend it. you can't just lift off
No.
the throttle. Like, there's a procedure, and there's this, that, and the other. And, like, not that they timed it wrong, but it's like milliseconds.
Yeah,
So when he was coming up to 600, he had to let a bit of throttle off, but then because it's going that fast, it takes a while for the engines to respond and blah, 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 all this lot. And basically, that's how they got 628, because he did it a bit late, like a little bit late, like they were aiming for 6, that's why they got 628. And they ended up stopping, because of that extra 28 mile an hour, they ended up stopping another kilometre further down the fucking runway. Well, not runway, I don't even know what the fuck it is, but down the desert.
It's them sort of speeds, you are literally blink and it's already too late.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But these are the highlights of the 0 to 628 mile an hour run. So, you know, like everyone does, you know, what's a 0 to 60?
Oh, yeah.
We've got a couple of them. Right. So,
how fast a blink?
So it starts off pretty tame.
Mm.
You know, you've got these supercars that are doing 0 to 60 in, 2-3 seconds. They're fast things. So we've got 0 to 30, 3.5 seconds. No.
Do that in my Mazda.
0 to 60, 5.6 seconds.
But I won't be far off in my Mazda.
And then it starts climbing. Like they're not slow times, but for something with Oh, by the way, 54,000 horsepower. 54,000.
Oh my god.
My Jeep has 170. Had 170 at its factory 24 years ago.
Fucking hell.
And then, it starts climbing 0 to 100, 7.5. 0 to 150, 10.3. 0 to 200, 13.2.
So hold on. I'll go back. What were the 100 one? 150?
100 to 150 went from 7.5 to 10.3. So it's 2.8 seconds.
Again, another 50.
50 mile an hour. And then 150 to 200 took 10.3 to 13.2. So,
what?
And then 200 to 300, 13.2 to 19. It's like every 4 or 5 seconds you're gaining 100 miles an hour.
And it doesn't stop.
It just doesn't. 300 to 400, 19 seconds to 25.3.
6 seconds.
6 seconds for 100 mile. But this isn't just 100 mile an hour. This is 300 to 400 miles.
When the air is like fucking baked beans or something, just pushing through it.
400 to. That's gone.
Go on, carry on telling him numbers, Kel.
Yeah, so we've got the 400 mile an hour to 500 is 25.3 to 33.1. Then finally the 500 to 600 mile an hour, 33.1 to 45. Like I say, something that it's just numbers shouldn't go that high. But like I say, you're not just doing it's just 0 to 100. You're up in 300-400.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? You can't comprehend it.
No, it's too big.
Just a quick disclaimer: battery's low, so we might have another, silly video.
I'll put it on charge. I bet someone's unplugged it.
Fuck, that'd be right, won't it? So yeah, that's fucking silly numbers. It's ridiculous.
I can't even, man. I just can't.
I can't even, dude. Can't fucking do it.
So yeah, that's been happening. He's just been smashing.
I love how it's his own record that he wants to break.
Yeah. But that's the thing that got me. It's not like, this guy's done this. It's like, motherfucker.
I don't know how long ago the thrust one was, but they've just been like in a boardroom every day at work since, just like chewing pens and just, what if we... Grant, have you got anything? No. Well, see you tomorrow.
Just that meme of that guy getting kicked out the office window. Yeah. What if we...
However many years later, they go, I mean, we could do it again, I suppose.
You're a fucking genius!
Yeah, just like, fuck! That's what it must have been. Must have been. They just got bored, thought, fuck it.
Have a do on that.
We'll do it again. Hey.
Tell you what, there has also been, I don't know if you've seen it or not, the Ken Block.
Oh,
he's been smashing China again.
He's a fucking savage, you know.
Just first off, the car, the little Hoonie truck.
Fucking stupid.
I know, we're bringing it down. We've gone from 54,000 brake horsepower, but this thing has 941. That's big numbers.
I know when they first made it and designed it, it was the engine that's in it was a prototype for the new Ford GT. That's where that engine's come from, which is pretty fucking cool. It's obviously got its twin turbskis.
Yeah.
But what amazed me is in that Climbkhana video there was like a shot of the bed.
Yeah.
If you can even call it that anymore. And there's just nothing there, is there?
It's just weight reduction to the max.
It's fucking ridiculous. Out. It's like what's necessary.
Yeah. What do I need to hold this together and get it on the floor?
It's just madness. It's next level, innit?
Yeah.
It's next level. And then he's fucking driving.
Well, he's in it. I
dare say, like, put anyone in a car that's built like that, give him a bit of time, they could probably slide it round. But what he does is just fucking silly. Like, how close he is to edges and stuff, he's death.
Yeah. It's like on the video, there's a lot of tail sliding where he's touching, he's clipping all the way around, not just like touch and off. Yeah. It's all the way around. And then the bit where it's like, there's a bit in the road where it like dips open and it opens, not even 2 lanes, I'd say. Just opens a little bit around the mountain and back in.
He starts digging in it.
Just, what do you mean?
Yeah, doing donuts.
I'm not even comprehend numbers of how steep that drop is there, but he's just like, there's some donuts in there.
He's a nutter, but he's fucking sick though.
Yeah.
Like, we watched the Amazon documentary, didn't we?
Yeah, that was...
on Climbkhana 10. If you haven't watched that, go and fucking watch it, because it's sick.
That is a binge-worthy.
It is mental how much goes into making them videos. It's even at the end of that Climbkhana one, it's Ken Block driving up a hill on his own, but then just like pay attention to the credits at the end. There's about 30 people that worked on that. It's madness.
The Climbkhana one, that one massively opened my eyes. It's like, it was behind the scenes of, so it's like you're seeing a 30-minute clip of sick driving, you know, jumping over stuff.
Yeah.
You're not seeing days on set, days filming.
It's
do this
fucking
again.
Mad
do this
struggles,
again.
Time restraints, this, that, the other, cars failing,
shutting down Detroit or whatever
it
was.
It's fucking crazy. And like sick video, like video making gives you a boner like it does to me. It's so sick to see something at that level.
Yeah.
Like behind the scenes.
I think it helps a lot where it's like Scotland, they've got a proper relationship. It's not just like, this guy's doing his job, I'm doing mine. He tells me to do stuff.
They started Hoonigan together, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that carries through a lot. You can see that in the film and stuff, but he's good. But I've seen a pretty cool thing. It's like, he posted something with obviously his partnership with Toyo Tires doing it, with Climbkhana, because, you know, when you're climbing up a mountain, you know, shredding everything.
All 4 wheels.
You're going to need some pretty decent tyres. You can't go for, you know, your budget Park Warrens.
Devantes.
Got any of them £50 budgets in here. But yeah, he's, I seen it, he posted something on Instagram and it was like 2 tyres, well, he'll post it too, but, you know, there'll also be sets and sets and sets, but Toyo, but it had a sticker from Toyo for Ken Block use only. Like, they've specially designed tyres for him, for that truck. For this. It's like, that's mad.
Next level.
And
Next level.
The size of them, I think they were like 315 profiles, something like that. They are ridiculously wide.
Meaty boys.
Like, on Porsches and stuff.
What I find mad, they spoke about it all in that documentary, is how late Ken Block was to, like, competitive driving. Because he started DC, didn't he? DC Shoe Company, which I had no idea about before I watched that. I just thought he'd always been driving.
Yeah.
And then he sold DC to whoever, and then with the money, he went to like rally school and just like learned how to fucking drive like a boss. It's mental.
I just love watching the documentaries and stuff, because he's like, the way you see him speak and stuff, it's just literally like if you didn't see him in all the racing gear and you didn't know who he were, if you saw an interview of him just in plain clothes, you'd probably just think, come on. They've just got some stone and it's just like, oh.
When we were watching that documentary, fucking made me laugh on the interviews and stuff. It's like he's off his head.
Yeah. just
Wait, what's up? Wait.
It's like he's chasing a light that's not there, and it's like, Give a laser pen to a cat. Right, it's Ken Block.
Oh God, it's so funny.
I just like to.
It was a lot of fun, man.
Speak normal. Something's in my eye.
Wait, could you say that again? We haven't asked you a question yet, Ken. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the camera gone. Sorry, YouTube watchers. You're going to have to just put up with this sick logo that I made of the Dusty Boys.
I will invest in either charging the camera and bolting it to the wall or more batteries.
Yeah, it'll happen every now and again, won't it? It's one of them. Oh, well. If you listen on Spotify...
You're not missing anything, Cock.
Not missing out, Cock. So I've been thinking recently, and I was thinking, you know, I could have to fucking Anglaise, Jay, speak it. It's like a few episodes back, we were on about like Need for Speed and gaming and stuff, Need for Speed Heat, and they're all going to buy it and shit. And start gaming again, start nerding out.
Yeah.
And I think I've got one of these personalities, mate. There's probably a name for it, but I don't know it. But when I get something in my head, it will not leave until I've done it or until I've tried it. Like, same happened with buying a camera. I bought a camera, started taking pictures, loved it. I thought I wanted to try and make videos, loved it. Still doing it now, sick. Works out.
Yeah.
I also did the same when I was 23. I thought, I want to get a BMX and go to skate parks. Spent £500 on a BMX, went about 3 times, thought, not for me.
Yeah.
But if I didn't do it, it'd constantly niggle me.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to buy that bag? Are you going to buy that bag? So I sold the bag, lost a bit of money, but, you know, I tried it.
Yeah.
And now I know that, not for me. The latest one goes back to when we were talking about gaming. I want to give gaming videos a go. Yeah. Because when we were on about it before, like we said, we feel like we're wasting time because there's so much stuff you could be doing. Yeah. I'd rather be productive with my time, this, that, the other. And then this is like an excuse for me to sit on my arse all day, play on the Xbox, and be productive. You know what I mean? So I think I'll have to give that a go. But we'll have to see. Because you need quite a beefy setup, like capture cards, and you need like a decent background, and you know, so we'll have to have a look into it, but I think I'll have to give it a go. And if I don't stick to it, I don't stick to it. We've got a visitor. Anthony's brother's just walked in. Come here, get on here. I want to ask you something. Get up microphone. What are you doing with this bloody Subaru, you?
What Subaru?
Your Subaru that's in bits into a room.
Tony's going to fix it.
Yeah, is it? Bloody hell.
At the minute, it's a big shelf, a big blue shelf.
It actually is, and a cupboard.
Just put bits on that not Subaru bits.
It's a shame, that, innit? It's a shame.
We'll get done one day.
Right, what are we on anyway? How far are we?
10 minutes in.
10 minutes in?
10 minutes in.
We've been sat there.
About 40.
We've been sat there longer than 10 minutes, so.
It's loud.
Yeah, well, so yeah, I think I want to have a do it. Gaming videos. I don't know when, but
just get them in.
I want to have a do. It gives me an excuse to just sit there on my arse. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm being productive rather than just sitting on my arse playing games, even though that's effectively what I'm doing.
Just with a bit more background.
Yeah, but like I say, it's in my head, so it's not going to go away until I try it. So expect that at some point.
Come on, try.
Just like getting like a PS2, an old classic Xbox, and just like Underground 1. How sick would that be to just play through it all? So much nostalgia. That'd be good. So that's probably going to happen anyway at some point.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. Is that all we got time for, Carl?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's in about 40.
Right, I'll leave it there then, sunshine.
Right.
Cheers for listening. Cheers for watching half of it.
Been camera dying.
We'll see you on the next one.
See you.
See you later, Scott.